its opposition speech. First, I would like to point out that my opponent went over his allotted time of 4 minutes by a minute and a half. This is a direct violation of the rules, and therefore he should automatically forfeit. I cannot possibly address all his arguments within my 3-minute speech. Therefore, I will not address anything else he mentions after his 4-minute mark. Second, my opponent stresses the fact that regulation of revenge porn would be a violation of the First Amendment. He states that according to the ACLU, the posting of otherwise lawful speech and images, even if offensive or emotionally distressing, is constitutionally protected. But those rights end when they infringe on the rights of other people. Second, my opponent's counterplan is to culturally start a trend to let the government stop focusing on revenge porn and focus more on more important issues with more significant harms. His plan is completely callous. This issue is not mutually exclusive from the federal government. Are damaged lives so much of an insignificant harm that the government would want to ignore it? How will cultural change help decrease revenge porn and protect victims against revenge porn? Our culture is not supportive, nor does it condone revenge porn. People do care about nude images that are posted online with the intent of harming people's lives. My opponent has completely dropped the fact that, in my plan, the sole purpose and intent is to protect the lives of victims and potential victims of revenge porn. He has argued that the images cannot be inherently harmful and that images already on the internet will remain on the internet. He states, quote, "Nobody is genuinely harmed or affected by a JPEG image that is still on a computer," end quote. I would like to remind the judges of the victims I presented in my propositions. One, Holly Jacobs, a victim of revenge porn, who had to quit her job and even change her name because she was receiving harassing emails after her ex-boyfriend posted nude images of her, according to New York Daily News. And Tyler Clementi, who was, quote, an 18-year-old Rutgers University freshman who killed himself in September 2010 after discovering that his roommate had secretly used the webcam to stream Mr. Clementi's romantic interlude with another man over the internet. Just because each generation becomes increasingly more comfortable with nudity and sexuality, it does not mean that we should stop trying to help present victims of revenge porn. This also does not mean that society is tolerant of abused victims. Instead of standing back and not attempting to help these victims because it would create too many issues or because it is too hard to create such laws, we should do what we can to protect victims. Again, if only one life is preserved, then all the hard work and effort put into making revenge porn illegal is completely worth it. Therefore, Judge, we believe that you should vote for us and that we should do what